Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at a set of cheap throwing knives. We're going to throw them and see how they work and just look at the overall quality. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so a few weeks ago I gave you a review on a really cheap small set of throwing knives, and this one, these are actually bigger knives, and I think they were a little bit more expensive. These were about $12. I'll put a little thing up there so you can see. This is the MI205 made in China. So anyways, I just thought, you know, last video that those were so small and so tiny in the hand that it just made them difficult to throw. They're really light. So I thought we'd get some larger, heavier knives and see if they're any easier to throw. You know, again, you get 3 of them and they're cheap, right? But sometimes these cheap throwing knives are actually a lot of fun to play with and throw at a target. So that is what we're gonna check out today, and I'm gonna get these out and then we'll talk about it. Okay, so here we go. We got all 3 of them. They do have this little hole there. I don't think that is really for anything. I mean, you can't stick your finger through there unless you're a child. But, you know, they are a nice little throwing knife. They're much bigger than the other ones. I feel like you get a better hold on them. And, you know, the balance actually feels really good. So that's the balance point right in the middle. And, you know, these edges aren't going to be super sharp. They actually feel a little bit sharp, but, you know, these are mostly just for throwing. So really the only thing you need sharp is that tip right there, so it goes into whatever you're throwing. You also have a bottle opener on each of these, so you know, when you're drinking while you're throwing, you can maybe open the bottle, and that does not work. Yeah, so the bottle opener is useless on those. Man, that sucks. I was actually hoping that would work, because I mean, you got to drink beer while you're throwing knives, right? I'm kidding. All right, so you do get a little nylon sheath, and there's a little slot for each of those, and then you got a nylon retention strap with the Velcro to keep them secure. They're not going to go anywhere. They do fit in there nice and tight. And then you've got this embroidered skull on there, which I always love, to go with the skulls on the knives. So that is very cool. I like that. And then you can just pull them out of there. You can feel, well, you can see how tight that was in there. But anyways, you know, nice little two-tone finish. I'm sure they're just painted. I don't think that's any kind of high-end coating on there. But anyways, enough talking about them. Let's just go see how they throw, and that'll be the proof in the pudding. Well, there you go, guys. I'm not an expert thrower by any stretch of the imagination, but overall, I thought these threw pretty well. Definitely a lot better than those lighter ones that I showed on my last video. These are now starting to get to the weight where it's pretty easy to throw them. They have a nice balance to them. When they hit pretty hard and they stick in the wood. So overall, pretty happy with them. The the bottle opener does not work at all, so that is completely worthless, but not really what these things are about anyways. It's mostly about throwing them and having some fun. I'm kind of a 2 for 3 kind of guy. Like, I had a lot of trouble getting all 3 of them to stick, but that's just a skill thing for me. More practice is what I need. They did not get damaged at all, so all the tips are nice and straight. The coating held up really well, even though I was hitting them all over the place, and definitely throwing them kind of hard at times. So, you know, none of them really got much wear. I guess there's a little bit right there, a little chip on that one, but otherwise they held up nice. So I think I'm going to keep these and continue throwing them and just have some fun. So thank you again, guys, for watching. If you enjoyed the content, leave me a like, leave me a comment on what you think, and you know, if you aren't a subscriber and you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing. I'll have more content just like this coming up. So see you next time.